From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at OGHHZ Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow, yellow. 15.
Right to the air is Mahomes. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
I'm sure after he caught the ball and looked up, he thought to himself, uh-oh, trying to find some space, trying to make people miss. But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Chiefs at 7-3 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Again, it's Pacheco. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Yellow. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Mahomes now to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop too and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now here's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Raiders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. 1st drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Smith. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 50 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36.
Here we go, here we go. Come on,
Back to throw, Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
middle.
To the air again, Smith. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Geno. His throw incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw is Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They go play fake. Mahomes on the move to his left. And this one is incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 65 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
At the Raiders' 15-yard line.
The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession. Second down and 3.
Yellow. Right side.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. Fighting to stay upright inside the 10. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Easy. Right side.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith sliding out of the pocket. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 49 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, You're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
From the gun, here's Smith. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A quick throw caught by Rice.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. Running left to give to Pacheco. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Sunday up. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I don't need to.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That pass was into the end zone, but it was tipped up in the air, and that leads to a few anxious moments. Who's going to come up with it? Defenders want that ball knocked to the ground at the worst, hopefully intercepted. In this case, you've given the chance for the offense to come by and pick it up, but instead, it ends up on the ground.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Attack!
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
53, 53.
Throwing now is Gino. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Smith. Forced out to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Throwing again is Smith. He finds his man complete. That's Hoover. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the gets to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards to go, second down. Out of the gun, Smith. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
In motion, the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touch.
Tripping off grades, I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. For my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry, so I'ma say yeah, I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sickle. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Trump cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark. There ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I'm made it out of chunk, at least I know I'm up. Boy, thump, like my neighbors jump, up a pum. Boy, I bump in that Billy Strong, he ain't know he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay tripping cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I'm dealing with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just sucking my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water. Three with the smiles on the ops gonna plow. They all in the sewers and south in the clouds. I'ma stay down to the sound, to the sound, to the sound. On the floor to the stretch, bill, to the stretch. Got no paper, told him quit the pocket, watching G's ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag, listen to the money, nigga praying every day. Glad to say I was broke, till I'm battle. Now I got my bands up, 1,000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on the real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones
funds. No, this me go riding for it. 53, I'm throwing up. They see that G and I keep it tucked. Say she feeling a little nigga. Try to look. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as Seen this days squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked.
Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun.